Hello again. We're not surprised, right? Me too. I'm not surprised. Here I am. Here I am with another video. Today is June 24th, 2025. So, first off, if you guys saw what I did yesterday, I did a 2 hour video. That was not my intention, but it ended up lasting 2 hours of me reviewing all their song covers. They definitely have many song covers, but I did not think it would take me 2 hours. So, anyways, I did that, and for 2 hours, it went way past the time that I was supposed to sleep, so I was really tired making that video. If any of you guys actually watched through that video, that's very kind of you, but I fully don't expect anyone to watch that entire video. And so, anyways, the thing is, with every video that I upload on this channel, I do monitor it just to make sure that everything is fine. I didn't say anything that I regret or whatnot. And so the thing is, I should be monitoring it before I upload it. I know, but I always feel with good certainty right after I finish the video. I'm pretty sure everything I said was pretty good, and I just upload it because I just want to get it over with, and because I really feel good certainty, I don't have anything that I would really feel that I would feel is an issue. Then I would just delete the video and then edit it. I'm fine to just do that. I first would rather upload, and also there's no one watching my videos anyway. So also because of that, I just want to be done with it, upload it first, and then monitor it afterwards. And so it was 2 hours long, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, but I have to monitor it just in case. But I went through it slowly today. I'm just listening to it while I was working. And sadly, I found that I said a song title wrong. Yeah. In the moment, I thought I read that Korean word correctly. No. Sadly, my eyes wanted to lie to me because I must have been so tired. But so, anyways, I hated it that I said the song title wrong, so I had to delete the video, edit it. I just wrote in there in text, I said it wrong, here's the correct translation, so I just edited it in there. And sadly, that is not something that that takes a short time. No. The editing took me a few minutes, but I had to make a new video, right? So after I put in the text, then this is a 2 hour long video. It took a while for the program to make it into a new video, and after that, then I had to take a few more minutes to upload it onto YouTube. And then I of course still had to monitor it right after, and even though I already did during the editing, but I still want to make sure on the YouTube video that the editing went through, and just to make sure everything's all okay, and yeah, it's all good. And so I went through that today. And so yeah, I'm tired. Yeah. And so why am I here again? So when I was monitoring my 2 hour long video, I realized that the way that I'm speaking into the mic is sadly did not sound good when I said certain words, and just the microphone gave feedback to me, and I didn't know that it would do that. And so when I was hearing that I was hearing it often throughout that 2 hour video, and I'm like, man, I gotta position and see what to do with the microphone so that the audio can sound better. And so when I was thinking, well, I want to test it out, well, I'm like, well, if I got to test out audio, why don't I just make another video? So here I am. So the thing is, this is not my first take at recording this video. I sadly messed up a lot while I was talking about this live stream video, and I'm like, well, that it kind of helped in some sense, because I just go back to listen to it to see if the microphone audio sounded fine, and it actually did. And so hopefully this video is gonna go fine, and I don't have to delete it and upload it again. We're gonna go okay. So, today's review is gonna be for this live stream. They did this on June 12th, 2025, and it's with these members, Yejun, Hamin, and Noah. And as we can see here, what are they holding? I don't think anyone would know this unless you're Korean. Honestly, I would most likely not know this if I were not Korean, not living in Korea. Yeah, and the thing is, I've never done this. I've never physically done this before, but I just know it's a tradition that we do in Korea. So what are they holding? Okay, it is called 시루떡. So shirudok is a red bean rice cake, and so rice cake is a Korean rice cake. So if you've never had it before, I really recommend it. It is one of the most delicious and fattening unhealthy food that Korean people have made. It is so delicious. And the red bean, I've had this type of rice cake before, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but I'm not a huge fan of red bean to begin with, so it would not be my first choice. But this is a traditional food to use when you move in to a new place. So before I explain it, I want to show you guys how it looks like in real life, because I think their digital form of this rice cake is amazing. It really does look like it, except for any of you guys that never heard or seen this food before. I pulled up a video, I pulled up a photo of it. So here, as we can see, this is it looks really similar to the digital one, right? Yeah. So this is in real life how shirudok looks like. Yeah, rice cake with red bean. And so yeah, so this is the traditional food that they would make and eat when you move into a new place. And why I sadly do not know the story. Maybe I should have looked it up before I started recording this, but it's okay. And so this is the traditional food that they would use to make. So they would make this. So imagine you moved into a new place and you would prepare this rice cake, and you would go around the neighborhood, go all to your new neighbors and give them some of this rice cake, just saying, hey, I just moved in, so I, I'm just wanting to let you know and hope we can get along. That's basically the reason for it. So it's a very friendly gesture to do when you move into a new place, and being nice to all your neighbors. So that's why they put it here, because they moved into a new office building or a new office space. I don't know. They moved in somewhere new. And so to celebrate, they got this rice cake, and yeah, they show how cute it is, and they're posing with it. And yeah, so FYI, they were on a 2-week hiatus before doing this live stream, and it was because it was preparing to move to their new office space. And yeah, so let me highlight the things that happened here that I thought was pretty fun. But also, I do not think they explained this pun well, so I will go ahead and explain it to you guys. So here they pose with the rice cake.
둘, 셋.
Very cute, very cute. But before they do this, so they 1 second.
아, 이거 있죠? 네. 시루떡.
Okay. So they got the rice cake, right? And so they're like, yeah, because we moved in, so here's the rice cake. And then
전 마법이 있잖아요. 아, 네.
oh yeah, just
떨어지지 않아요.
yeah. Noah's like, yeah. I like how they take it so seriously. Look, it's so adorable. So Noah just said earlier, oh, I have magic. Look, it can never fall. And yeah, as we can see here, the rice cake is not falling.
진짜. 야, 이거 좋아요.
아스테론 매직.
네.
Yes,
어우,
Asteru magic. Yes.
냄새가
네.
좋다.
Yeah, but I also even though we know they're pretending, but because Noah just said here, oh, it smells really good, but of course it's not the real food there. It's digital, as we know. But I appreciate that I appreciate that they take it so seriously in their digital world, Asterum and all the digital things that they have. Like yeah, they take it very seriously, and so I don't think of it as lying. They are in this digital world, and they go about it realistically, and they take everything seriously, even the magic of it not falling. And yeah, I really like that, because it just makes it feel in my opinion, makes it feel realistic, right? Like they fully embrace that they are in this digital universe, and they know the role that they're playing as an alien, right? And yeah, I personally think it's just adorable. And I even though I know the reality, they're real people in mocap suits, but it's just it's just all fun. In my opinion, it's all fun. There's nothing that makes me feel weird about it. It's all I just feel like it all meshes in just perfectly. So anyways, then as I see here, Noah's gonna say to Yejun here, hey Yejun, go, pass around this dock. So that's the word he uses, which means like pass it around. And as I just explained earlier, when you move into a new place, you would want to pass around this rice cake to your new neighbors. And so he says that to Yejun, but we're thinking, as after we hear Noah say that, it's like, well, who is he gonna give the rice cake to? Like is he gonna give it to us, the fans, but of course we can't really get it, or is he gonna give it to the staff? I don't know. So Noah says that, and then here is Yejun's reaction to it.
예준 씨,
네.
실도 한번 돌려주세요. 한번 돌려드릴까요?
네.
So Yejun there said like, oh yeah, so shall I pass it around? Okay, so that's the word of like give it around, right? And Yejun though, look what he does now.
자, 갑니다.
자,
He's like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
자, 갑니다. 하나, 둘, 셋.
So instead of giving it away, the rice cake as you traditionally would when you move into a new place, it's the exact same word that we would use to mean to spin something. It's the exact same word, but it's a, what do we call that? It's a word that sounds the same but has multiple meanings. So they do a pun on it. Since they cannot give away this rice cake to anyone, they use the pun and be like, let's spin it around. And so this is a joke you would not know unless you're Korean. And also I looked it up in the English subtitles. They sadly do not explain that it's a pun / joke, but it's okay. I mean, again, this is just very underlying things, like as long as you understand the context of what they're doing, you don't have to know all these inside jokes. And it's very Korean jokes are also quite complicated, even for me. There are some Korean jokes out there where I'm like, it goes past me anyways. So that's why they start spinning it. So here first, oh, and by the way, so the way that they're able to have it spin like that is that they have a staff there who's not wearing a mocap suit. I'm so sorry, who's not wearing a mocap suit. And that staff will show up there to doing, helping them out, but it will be invisible. So that person cannot show up without wearing a mocap suit. And so because of that person being invisible, they can do these things to make it spin around like that. Yeah. So thank you to that staff to make this magic happen. And Hamin is like, yeah, put it on my head. And yeah, spin it on my head. And then pass it to Noah and he's spinning it. Yeah, they're just having fun, taking it so seriously. I appreciate how much they enjoy that and how much it's always hard to pause on. Okay, anyways, I appreciate how they take it so seriously, right? And how much fun it is. It's just so silly, so silly. Okay. So then Noah goes with the pun again. So he just said here, okay, we passed around the rice cake when really they didn't. They only spun it. And so Noah there said, he said, okay, we passed it around. All you guys got the rice cake, right? Yeah. So yeah, they really went with that pun and of course just had a good time with it.
자, 네.
Yeah, so Hamin just wants to show it again.
셀카 한번 찍을까요?
Yeah, and then they go about taking a photo, yeah, which we already saw. Yeah. All their outfits are so cute, and so for me personally, I'm like simple is best, and so I think when we see them just wear regular clothes like that, I think it looks very nice. Okay, so now into the main thing of today's live stream is that because they moved into a new building, they want to show off one of their rooms in this new office space. So we have here them on this web page, on this application. I don't know, whatever this is. This is to use right? Is to use to plan out a room and decorate it and whatever, right? I have no idea what this app is, but they use this and it is only to show one of their rooms, and it is their break room. Now, I'm not sure if that's the correct English term for it, because in Korean, it's literally a waiting room. So I think when the guys have to wait for the staff to finish setting up something or whatnot, and so they will go to this room to relax and do whatever, and so they call it in Korean a waiting room. But I think in terms of how they use this room, especially where they explain it here on what's in this room, I think it's better to call it a break room. So it's their break room where they go here to relax, to eat, to sleep and even to exercise. So it's basically a room dedicated to them when they have a break or when they have to wait for the staff to finish something. So they come into this room as their their own room, and so I think the best English term for it is a break room. But if anyone has a better word for it, please let me know, and I would yeah, just let me know. So here we are, and this is how the walls are set up in this break room, and so they already set that up already, and then they go into it with
이게
putting the stuff in there.
제가 좀 소개를 해드릴게요. 제 마우스 보이시죠?
네.
자, 여기에 보이시는 게 문이에요.
네.
이쪽으로 이렇게 통로가 쭉 있고.
Yeah, so Hamin is explaining the exterior, so that's the door.
혹시 지금 미터가 적혀 있잖아요.
네.
진짜 저희
아닙니다.
네, 일단은 뭐 이렇게 생겼다. 네.
지금 이게 6m인데 저희 대기실은 한 20m 정도 되거든요.
그렇죠.
So Hami just said here that this in this application it says the length is 6 meters long. I don't know how much that is in feet, but anyone, whatever. Okay, so in the application says it's 6 meters long, but then Hami said, but in reality, our break room is actually 20 meters long, and that's a huge room. So they have a really huge break room, which is really nice.
그렇죠.
거짓말 조금 못해가지고
네. 조금 못해가지고.
20m 정도 됩니다.
네.
자, 이렇게 문이 이렇게 있고 저희는 여기를 이렇게 들어와요.
들어갑니다.
네. 들어오면은 여기에 뭐가 있다? 예준이 형 슬리퍼가 있다.
에이.
Okay, so they're just explaining a little bit of what's going on, but I want to wait until they
정리가 돼
put the
있고요.
stuff in there to explain more detail
들어와서
about it.
이쪽으로 꺾으면은 여기 뭐가 있다?
싱크대.
싱크대.
I think since I already know, because I already saw this live stream, I already know what they talk about. I don't think I need to see the Korean subtitles. So I'll go ahead and change it to English so you guys can understand what they say. And also, I'll monitor their English subtitles to make sure that it really is accurate. So they just basically were explaining.
이게 잘 모르실 수도 있겠지만 제가 좀 소개를 해드릴게요. 제 마우스 보이시죠?
네.
자, 여기에 보이시는 게 문이에요.
네.
이쪽으로 이렇게 통로가 쭉 있고.
아, 거의 복도구나 지금.
네.
이게 혹시
네네.
지금 미터가 적혀 있잖아요.
네.
진짜 저희
아닙니다.
네, 일단은 뭐 이렇게 생겼다. 네.
지금 이게 6m인데 저희 대기실은 한 20m 정도 되거든요.
그쵸, 그쵸.
거짓말 조금 못해가지고.
네.
Mhm.
조금 못해가지고.
So yeah, so that's what I explained.
네.
자, 이렇게 문이 이렇게 있고 저희는 여기를 이렇게 들어와요.
들어갑니다.
네. 이렇게 들어오면은 여기에 뭐가 있다? 예준이 형 슬리퍼가 있다.
에이.
So Yejun is infamous for loving to wear slippers.
가지런히 이렇게 돼 있어요.
가지런히 딱 정리가 돼 있고요. 그리고 여기 들어와서 이쪽으로 꺾으면은 여기 뭐가 있다?
싱크대.
싱크대.
지금 바로바로 그냥 하시죠.
텀블러.
미니 탕비실이 있죠.
네, 텀블러도 있고
Right,
오른쪽에
right.
뭐 식탁 있고 소파 있고 뭐 여기 이걸 이따가 말씀드릴게요.
오케이.
자,
Hamin is so cute at explaining about it.
아무것도 없기 때문에
네.
차근차근 하나하나씩 만들어 보면 좋을 것 같은데 바닥부터 한번.
아, 바닥부터.
네,
네, 좋아요.
자,
Okay, yeah. So
거의
so they go
대기실-
about picking the floor that matches closest to what their real floor is. So one thing that they say throughout this whole thing is that they do their best to make it look almost exactly to how it really looks like. And so I think that's really nice that this is, of course we cannot see it in real life, and so I appreciate, even if it's digital, that they attest to it like this really looks like what our break room really looks like. And so I trust them on that, and here they go decorating about. So this floor, as we see here, they say this is really closest to how it really looks like. And then they go about putting the furniture. Yeah, the furniture. And so this first thing that Hami puts in here is the sink. So the sink that's in this small area there. So they have the sink. He'll explain it later, but there's the sink, a coffee maker, and a faucet for getting drinking water. So anyways, yeah, he's gonna explain it.
크게 키워야 돼요.
Yeah, but he kind of like has to learn how to use this app.
자,
But he's a fast learner. He goes about it pretty quickly.
자, 이건 못 키워요. 그래서 근데 여기 옆에 정수기도 옆에 하면은
맞아.
네,
Water purifier?
자, 정수기 키친에
키친에 있지
있을까요?
않을까요?
Yeah. Water purifier. It's just I never thought to use that translation for that
자.
word, but yeah.
보세요, 이제 곧 나와요.
나왔다.
나왔죠? 이거죠.
So the thing is, this app is all in English, and so I think they have like a reference
제가
there, like something on the paper to like help them look up certain things, but also with the limited English that they know already to try to work through this app. But I'm very impressed. They went through it as best as possible, especially Hamin, who's the
자.
worst at English. He thankfully like did it. he did quite okay, like not fumbling a lot with the language barrier. So I was very proud to see him able to work through it.
카테고리에서
Right, so yeah, as you can see there, everything is in English, but they still got through it all okay.
자, 보세요. 자,
안 나오네. 여기 있네.
Yeah, so they have a tough time finding the water purifier, but they talk about how like maybe look up water cooler, and yeah, so they found it by looking up a water cooler. Yeah, but they don't use that. Right.
그 직수야가 아니네.
A direct draw? Yeah, that's okay. So the English translation is a little bit weird. So they basically say like their water purifier is not is not exactly a water cooler. So they looked that up as water cooler and just to represent that they have like a water fountain there basically. But it's not using a water cooler. So basically, I think the way that they explained it is that it's a sink where a sink or a device where you get directly filtered water from it. So not using like a tub. Sorry. So not using like a tub like that. Is that what it's called? A tub? A bottle, like a big bottle. Yeah. So they don't use that. Yeah. So yeah, but they just use it just for reference that they have something there where they directly can get filtered water, which is really nice because water is very important.
일단 여기
일단
있다.
위치도의 그거를 제가 보여드리려고 하는 거기
네.
때문에
Yeah, just to show that they have something there to get water.
여기 옆에 수납장 같은
네,
게
수납장이 있어요.
있거든요. 자,
수납장은 이제 뭐
요런
뭐 그런 거 맞아요. 그거요. 일단 이걸
Yeah, so they go about picking the furniture like as closely
봐야.
accurate as possible to what they really have.
보여드리고 싶어가지고
Yeah, as Hami just said there.
58?
58? 이거?
그 옆에?
이거? 이거?
뭐 이걸로
네,
그냥
이걸로 하겠습니다.
오케이
오,
이거예요 이렇게 돼 있어요.
괜찮아요.
딱 돼요.
딱 이렇게.
있어요. 이렇게 딱 있어요.
자, 이렇게 딱 있고 자, 그리고 이렇게 3D로 이렇게 볼 수가 있네요.
Oh yeah, I think that's cool when you see it in
자,
3D.
이제 중요한 소파.
Oh, not yet.
넣어보면 어떨까?
좋아요.
Yeah, of course they have to have sofa.
소파가
약간 아이보리
아이보리.
쪽의 그건데 약간 이것보다는 밝은데 이걸로 해볼까요? 왜냐면 딱 똑같이 생긴 거.
Yeah, not the exact color, but it's
이렇게
this exact kind of couch that they have in there.
사실 그 이거 말고 아까 살짝 너가 했던 거 있잖아.
네네.
그게 사실 진짜 똑같긴 해.
두 개짜리?
응, 2개짜리 붙여 있는.
위에. 그거.
이게 아예 판박이야.
요거요?
사실.
리얼로 하겠습니다. 딱 이건데 이렇게 있긴 하거든요.
맞아요.
위치가. 근데
이게
이게
맞긴 해.
기억자가 없네. 그렇기 때문에 이렇게 하겠습니다.
네.
자, 저희가 딱 들어가자마자 거의 일단 소파에 먼저 앉아요. 왜냐면 근데 너무 편하기 때문에. 그리고 앞에 안에 식탁 좀
테이블 같은 게 하나
테이블이
있죠.
하나
네.
있는데 일단 찾으면 하나 놓겠습니다.
Okay, yeah. So that's
그리고 이거
a
위로 올려봐요.
여기다. 네.
그 테이블이에요?
so the way they organize that.
오케이.
위에 여기 바로 이거 있잖아.
이거요? 이거는
그거다.
And then
5명짜리니까.
so they have that couch area which is like for resting, and then they have this
그러니까
other
이런데 이제 식탁이
table
있고,
that's like for
여기서
eating.
이제
Yeah.
이게 밥
밥을
먹는
먹거나. 예.
So it's a huge break room. Yeah.
작업하거나.
Yeah, or even to work at the table. Yeah.
여기서 또 손글씨를 많이 쓰죠.
맞아요.
They things where they have to sign stuff.
사인.
They do it on that
그림
table.
그리거나.
Or drawing things. Yeah, we see their
자,
drawings a lot.
여기까지 한번 제가 3D로 한번
Yeah, let's see it in 3D.
으로 한번 보여드릴게요.
오케이.
자,
아니 가구 배치 한 번에
Very cool. Whatever this app is, very cool for like
자, 딱
decorating
보시면
hauses.
어떤 느낌이냐?
똑같아.
약간
Oh
이런
yeah.
느낌입니다.
It looks exactly. That's what Yejun says. It looks exactly the same.
자, 이거를 좀 돌려야겠죠?
Yeah, move that couch.
오케이.
이렇게 그러면은 마주 보면서 멤버들이 또 잡담도 많이 하고 합니다. 자, 이 공간 굉장히 궁금해하실 것
궁금하죠.
같은데
비밀의 공간.
Yeah, what is that
그 전에
space used?
여기에 하나가
Yeah, but they're gonna announce it later. They're still
네.
decorating it.
그러고 요 놈도 좀 밑으로 내려오고 여기에 저희 사물함 있잖아요.
Oh yeah. They have lockers in here too to store their stuff.
맞출게요, 이렇게.
They basically could live in here. You'll see later. Like, yeah, they could.
또 아래로 내려보다 보면
Yeah, so they continue to decorate. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think they would do it so quickly. Hold on.
내려보다 보면은
So then the next furniture they put in here is that they actually have like a mini gym in the break room, which is adorable. Yeah. So they have a bench. Noah's very excited, which is very cute.
저희가 여기서 이제 운동하는 거예요.
So they have that bench, which for lying down when they use dumbbells.
잘 안 보이네.
Yeah, and then they get the dumbbells in here.
덤벨이 없죠.
No, they find it.
있어요.
Yeah.
오케이.
저 그다음에 약간 맨 위에 올려봐. 맨 위에 내가 먹고 싶은
이게
거 있었어.
없는 게
This is so cute of Noah. He never stops talking about this. So he tells Hamin to find. Yeah, he's like, put that there, but that's not really there. It's not really in the break room, but that's something that Noah wishes to put there. And then the sign that says gym.
식당인지
So yeah, except for that, there's actually not really a sign there, but Noah wants a sign there, and he talks about it later.
Hurry.
아 여기 없겠죠.
And then the next thing they add in, what are they looking for? Oh, the lockers, I think. No, shelves. Sorry, shelves. Okay.
작고요.
Yeah, so they have a lot of storage space. Yeah, yes, these shelves or lockers. I don't know. They have a lot of storage that they put here. Yeah, they even have a refrigerator. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. They have a refrigerator. Of course they should. They basically have a restaurant here.
이걸 두 개로 없애버리자. 아, 오케이.
Yeah, so they have a lot of storage. Yeah, that's still all locker space.
네, 이렇게 돼 있습니다. 자 여기까지 꾸며봤는데 저희가
마지막으로 안에 그거
Yeah, but then it's like, yeah, what is this little space on top? What is that for?
아 지금이요? 오케이. 자 여기에
I think we can
저희가
already assume what it is, but yeah, but they are like, this is the best part. Save the best for last. Yes, they actually have it made in there to put beds in there, which is adorable. That's adorable because they work so hard and sometimes they do want to sleep, right? And they should sleep comfortably and yeah, they actually, and it's not just one bed, it's actually a bunk bed. So hold on, he finds a bunk bed later. No, not that. Oh, where's the bunk bed?
내가 할까?
아니요.
Yeah. So that he puts a bunk bed in there. So anyways, let's see in 3D now. Oh yeah, he puts the coffee maker on there. He kind of struggles with that for a while, but he gets it up there soon. Okay. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. Okay. He gets it on top. Okay.
나이스 이거.
이다.
There we go.
이렇게 딱 올라왔죠?
Okay, but then he has to lower it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. He's such a quick learner. Okay.
오케이. 아, 일단 좀 디테일을 좀 잡고 하겠습니다.
Yes. So now they're refining things.
자, 아 이게 좀 작긴 한데.
너 마우스 컨트롤 좀 별로다.
Noah always making fun of Hami.
평상시에 게임을 좀 해보세요.
Yeah, see, look how big that gym sign is. It's so cute. Yeah, since we have a gym, yeah, so cute. It's only dumbbells, but yeah, still, Noah wants to call it a gym.
안정감이 확 오네.
네, 자 보여드리겠습니다.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get a tour of it.
대기실이
Yeah, they call it the waiting room. Yeah, so the English subtitle, they call it a waiting room, and that's the literal title. Sorry, that's the literal translation from Korean. And yeah, so but in my opinion, based on how they set this up, based on how they set up this room, it's more like a break room. In my opinion, this feels more like, I can't call this just a regular waiting room. I feel like a waiting room wouldn't be this fancy, right? That's why they call it a waiting room. But yeah, I feel like the way that they use this room is called a break room. So that's my personal opinion.
였는지
자, 여기서 음악이 나와야지, 음악이.
궁금해하실 것 같습니다.
자, 똑똑. 플리 왔어? 플리 왔어?
I like the BGM.
뭐지? 여기는 식당인가? 헬스장인가? 신기하네. 뭐야? 여기 일단 손부터 씻어야겠다.
오케이, 나이스.
Washing hands is very important hygiene.
마실까?
오케이.
커피도 한 잔 마실까?
Cute.
여기 과자들도 있잖아.
Yeah, so that would be like full of snacks in that shelf.
네. 하고 여기서 이제 손글씨도 쓰고요.
네.
Huh? Write calligraphy? Huh? I don't think that's what Hami said, but just things to write, on that table too, eating and
딱
writing.
보면은
이야.
Yeah, all their
개인
storage
캐비넷에
locker.
이제 뭐 모자라든지 뭐 그런
가방,
지갑이라든지
다
정리해.
놓고.
That's a refrigerator.
딱 꺼내 마시고요.
아니에요. 꺼내기 전에 떡떡.
떡.
하면 이제
아, 불이.
Yeah, they have a really fancy refrigerator.
네. 오케이. 오늘 좋아요. 유통기한도 많이 남았어.
오케이.
그래서 여기서 딱 이제 앉아가지고
네.
딱 근황 토크를 합니다.
네.
오늘 어땠다.
야야야야.
하고 운동 한번 할까?
네. 와 이거
오케이.
아니 이거 짐이 이거 미쳤네 진짜.
Noah loves the
집까지
gym.
있어요, 이거? 붙여요?
He's like, should we do this sign? Like, he really likes that sign.
그거는 추후에
And then, later.
멤버들과 도란도란 앉아서
네,
이거
네.
어떻게 할지 한번
네, 알겠습니다.
진지하게 상의를 해보는
네.
걸로. 자 하고
대답을 안 해주네요.
하면 이제
여기에
자 여기 스타일러가
드라이.
Do you guys know what a styler is? So a styler is a big machine where it can dry your clothes. It can also like what do we call that? You know like sanitize. Yeah, it can sanitize your clothes, and also it can even use as like ironing. You could use it to like even out wrinkles. It's a great invention. So they even have a styler. So like I think you could also use it to just sanitize your clothes if you want it done like really quickly. Like a styler is amazing. And so they also have a hair dryer there. So yeah, they have everything here. It's legit a break room. In my opinion, even all this locker space, it's a break room. Anyways.
네 여기 스타일리 있고요.
That's the styler.
네 그리고 여기서 딱 보면은
And then their bunk bed, adorable. Not one bed, they have two beds. Like that's very impressive.
그래서 보면은 누구 한 명이 이렇게 자고 있을 수도 있고요.
Mm-hmm.
심지어 각 침대당 베개가
Very nice. Two pillows per bed.
둘이 잘 수 있어.
네 둘이
So even could have 4 people sleeping on this at the same time if need be. So that's very nice.
똑같다.
Excuse me.
밥 왔어요? 네 감사합니다. 들어가세요.
거기서
딱
밥을.
앉아서
Mm-hmm.
화장실 가야겠다 하면은 일로 딱 나가가지고
Yeah, but the bathroom is outside. Outside of this room, of course. Yeah. Maybe it's in the hallway.
샤워실 수도 있고
네.
Oh, they even have a shower room? Is that what you just said? What?
화장실 또 샤워 수도 있고
Wow, that's this is a house. Wow, that's a house. I didn't realize they said that until now. But yeah. So it's not only a regular bathroom, but they also have can also take a shower there. Wow, this place is legit a house. I guess I don't know, but it's an office space. But yeah, they have lots of things that they can do here, just like a regular house. And yeah, that's very nice.
화장실 또 샤워 수도 있고
네.
네, 좋습니다.
나이스.
네.
나이스. 자 여러분들 플레이브의 대기실 투어 어떠셨나요?
네.
Backstage tour. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. So sadly, sometimes the English subtitles are not good. So with Noah, if you guys just read that without knowing the Korean, PLAVE backstage tour, that's no. You probably would think, is he talking about a concert? No. He basically was saying, what did you think of this tour of our waiting room, the break room? So what did you think of the tour? Yeah, that we just went through. What did you think about it? So that makes me think maybe someone is not checking the English subtitles, but I'm glad to be here to explain to anyone out there who's gonna be watching this.
나요.
다 이렇게.
궁금한데 이렇게 보여주는 게 너무 좋대요.
네.
와.
사실 진짜 다 똑같아요. 이거
아예 똑같아요.
Yeah, they say this is really how it looks like.
뭐 이런 게 다를 수 있지만
Yeah, the colors, 90%. Yeah, just only the colors would be different. And
이게
yeah,
진짜 짐이
Noah
짐이
really wants that gym title, that gym sign. I mean,
알겠습니다.
he keeps mentioning it, right? Isn't this the third or fourth time he's mentioned it?
우리 플레이브의 뉴 대기실을 좀 이렇게 소개를 좀 드렸습니다.
네.
네. 너무 마음에 들어요.
진짜.
네. 가장 마음에 드는 물건을 하나씩 또 뽑아오자면
Oh, I forgot what they
물건이요?
picked. The bed?
물건이라든지
I
가장
think they like the
선호하는
bed the
그런,
best.
자리라든지.
저는
Oh, the sofa.
아무래도 소파.
Mm.
오.
소파가 더
네.
넓어졌는데 그 길이도 넓어졌을 뿐만 아니라
네.
이걸 뭐라고 하나요?
폭?
폭이라고 하나요?
네?
이
Yeah, the length?
adjust의 길이.
네, 그 허벅지가 닿는
Oh.
넓어졌고 네.
Oh.
허폭.
네,
It just really got bigger.
넓어져가지고
Okay.
거기가 눕기가 좋아졌어.
맞아요. 되게 푹신푹신해요. 엄청 좋아요.
아 근데 좀 아쉬운 게 하나 있긴 해요.
등이 나는
뭐예요?
이게 없어가지고 조금.
아 등받이?
네,
등받이가 없으니까 저는 계속 눕게 돼요.
아,
There's no backrest
아쉬운 게 하나
on
있긴
the
한데
sofa?
이제
Is that
저희
possible?
계속
Oh yeah,
넓어졌죠.
yeah. Okay. So I guess that sofa they picked in there is not exactly accurate. So it must be just a regular sofa with no back. No back for for your back to lie on. Oh, okay, interesting.
그래서 그 소파나 이런 게 벽에 붙어 있지 않습니다.
Ah.
돌아다닐 수 있어요.
돌아다닐 수 있어. 근데 그게 아쉬운 부분 중에 하나예요.
그게 왜요?
전기 코드가 없어요.
근데 제가 찾은 게 있어요.
근데 저희 테이블에 전기 코드 있어요.
맞아요.
근데 거기 앉아야 되잖아.
앉아야 돼요.
난 누워서 뭔가를 하고 싶어.
맞아요. 누워서 이렇게 충전을 하면서 할 수
네.
있어야 되는데 제가 가장 원하는 자리 그 1층 침대.
Yeah, he likes the bed.
거기 뭐 있어요?
거기에 충전 단자 그
진짜?
USB 꽂는 데가
USB
있어.
예 꽂는 데가 있어. 근데
그걸
그게
바로 말이야?
그 C 타입이 아니에요.
에?
그 네모난 그 타입
아,
알죠?
A
네,
그게 있더라고요.
그거는 뭐냐 케이블만 구하면 돼.
네 케이블만 구하면은 거기는 진짜 아직
거기는 아지트가 되겠네.
네.
심지어 거기 그 뭐냐 침대 위에 머리맡에 조명도 나오는데.
맞아.
They have such a fancy bed. Which is really nice.
대박이다.
아직 할 수 있어.
저는 아직까지 침대에 누워보지 못했거든요.
왜안 돼?
그러네.
스파가 너무 좋아.
He loves that sofa.
저는 진짜 개인적으로 잠옷을 살려고.
아 잠옷까지.
네. 왜냐하면 또 외출복으로 또 침대 누우면 좀
외출 보고
그러니까.
누우면 안 되죠. 그냥 벗고 누워요. 아니 뭐 저희
네, 알겠습니다.
네, 밤비처럼.
네네.
네, 약간 밤비 느낌으로.
네.
So silly. So silly.
넘어갈게요. 아니 잠옷 있으면 좋으니까.
아, 예.
Of course. Let's be dignified people and let's wear some
저는
pajamas.
개인적으로는 1층 침대
네.
욕심 있습니다.
욕심 있어요?
네.
막내는 2층 침대입니다.
그런 편견을 깨고 싶어요 저는. 이런 고정관념 이제는 깨야 되지 않을까요, 여러분? 힘을 주세요.
What prejudice is he breaking? I didn't get that joke. Okay, I need to see that in Korean. One second.
저는 어디든 그냥.
I don't think it's a joke, but like I can't understand what because the English also I don't think explain. Okay, just one second. I'm curious.
예, 알겠습니다.
잘 수도 있습니다.
아니 뭐 저희
네,
뭐,
알겠습니다.
네, 밤비처럼.
네네. 넘어갈게요. 아니 잠옷 있으면 좋으니까.
예, 알겠습니다.
잘 수도
알겠습니다.
아무튼 저는 개인적으로는 1층 침대
네.
욕심 있습니다.
욕심 있어요?
네.
막내는 2층 침대입니다.
Okay, I get it now. They did the English subtitle did not I was so confused when I was reading it and then hearing it in Korean. I'm like it didn't match up to me. But now that I see it in the Korean subtitle, now I totally understand what they're saying. Okay, so I don't know people's preference about the bunk bed. I don't know, but apparently there's the bottom bunk and the top bunk. So apparently the top bunk is not preferred. I wonder why. I feel like if you were a child, they would prefer the top bunk, I think. But maybe as we become adults, we don't prefer getting on the top bunk because it takes too much effort to get up there. I don't know. I personally don't think either one is better than the other. I think if you sleep on the top, it could be kind of nice, being elevated, but then sleeping on the bottom, is easier to get in. But I'm personally like, I'm fine either way. And so anyways, but then Noah here says like, because you're the maknae, the youngest in the group, the maknae should always be the top bunk because that's the least preferred one. So Noah says there, Hamin says like I really like the bottom bunk, because that's the best spot, right? Except Noah's like no, the maknae should be only the top bunk. And so then Hamin goes on to say I need to break this prejudice. I'm the maknae and I want to be on the bottom bunk. I don't want to be on the top bunk. So he's just silly. So that's my interpretation. I could be wrong. That's my interpretation. Or another interpretation I just realized now is because he's the maknae, so he's the youngest, and so maybe because he's young, you would prefer the top bunk because you're young. But usually, if you're older, you would prefer the bottom bunk. So yeah, I say it's personal preference. I'm not a child, of course, but I think I'm perfectly fine with either the top or bottom bunk. So, so yeah, so this is personal preference. But yeah, Hamin here wants to break the prejudice of not doing things that a maknae, young, like a child would like. I guess that's my guess.
편견을 깨고 싶어요 저는. 이런 고정관념 이제는 깨야 되지 않을까요, 여러분?
He's so cute though. He's so cute. He's like, I really want to break this prejudice.
저는 뭐 어디든 다 좋아요.
Oh?
저는 어디든 그냥
What?
남은 자리 있으면
What? Oh, sorry. What area of the break room does Noah like the most? And then Noah here just said, I like anywhere in the break room. I like everything. Except Hami's like, no. Noah likes to be in front of the gym. Yes, of course. How much he likes that gym sign. Yes, I would say he likes the gym the best too.
그치. BTS가 이제 너의 자리가 될 것 같습니다. 사실 진짜 개인적인 진짜 욕심은 여기 안마의자가 있어도 어땠을까?
That would be nice for them.
조금 그냥 개인적인 거고요. 네, 아무튼 뭐 그게 없어도 너무 훌륭하죠. 너무 훌륭하고 간식도 많고, 네, 라면도 엄청 많고.
진짜 많아요.
Sounds like a really nice break room to have. I'm glad they're enjoying
저희가
themselves.
이제 약간 느낌이 이제 집 같은 느낌이잖아요, 대기실이.
네.
이게 약간 그 식물이 하나 있으면 어떨까?
Yeah, that would be nice
딱 하나.
too.
너무
모두에게 사랑받는.
많으면 벌레가 많다 보니까
네네네.
딱 벌레 안고 있는 식물 하나.
아니요 좀 대형 식물 뭐 저런 거 하나 놓을까요?
Like that kind of, that kind of plant. Yeah.
좋다.
아 이런 거
저런 거?
네.
저런 거 하나 뜬거 있으면은 뭔가 분위기가 좀
네네네.
그 약간 식물 느낌 나지 않을까.
그쵸.
뭐라 그러지 갑자기 단어가 기억 안 나요.
식물 느낌이요?
네. 식물 느낌. 숲속. 네, 숲속 느낌. 네, 숲속 느낌.
So thankfully I don't need to see the Korean subtitle for this, but Noah was like saying like what's the right, so even he is not good at Korean, I guess, because I fumble my English all the time too, but Noah's like, what's the word, like plant vibes? Well, that's not the right word I was looking for, plant vibes. It's like, oh no, it's like the English title here says forest vibes, but I think more accurate translation what he said. I was like, no, he said, I meant like being in like the forest. So that's what he wanted to say, not plant vibes. He wants to say it's like you're in a forest. And so they're laughing at as you can see from Hamin here, he's like, oh my gosh, Noah and his weird talking.
식물 느낌이랑 숲속 느낌은 뭐가 다른가요?
숲속에 식물이 있긴 하잖아.
하나냐 다수냐인 건데.
그러니까 나무를 보지 말고 숲을 봐라.
그죠.
그런 느낌 좀 있으면 어떨까.
공기청정기도 있죠.
Oh, they have an air purifier, very nice. Oh, humidifier, very nice.
그런 느낌 말고 현대적인 느낌 말고 진짜
그
이산화탄소를 빨아들이고
Yeah,
식물이
the
그렇죠.
plants would
클린한.
be nice.
그런 게 좀 있으면은
Sorry.
그거를 말해서.
So I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna see. So the next portion, they go about buying stuff that they don't have in their break room yet, but that they would want/need. And so the first thing Noah says, the first thing we need to get, let's get that gym sign. So he's hilarious. So I was like cracking up when it's like the first thing he says. So they go into this website. I've never shopped on this website before, but this website it literally translates to today's house. So it seems like it's a online store website that's only for house stuff. And so yeah, they go on this website to find things to get for their break room. And so
있을까요?
okay, no, let's get to the way beginning.
플레이브지.
Yeah, so he's still talking about it. I want that sign, PLAVE gym. Oh my
같이
gosh,
한번.
he's so funny.
좋아요. 가봅시다.
Yeah, so because like Noah said it right away, like they're like, okay, let's look for that gym sign for you. And so they can't find it, but yeah, they do find a little bit.
액자야.
Yeah, but that's a frame, not a sign.
일단 좀 보죠. 밑에 있을 수도 있어.
Yeah, but they do eventually find that you can get it customized using the neon sign. You could get it customized, and so they tried to go about it, and they're gonna figure it out later if they could really make a gym sign. But I think it's gonna cost like over $100. So I don't know if they really want to invest in that. But Noah really wants a gym sign, but I hope they can do something more affordable if it's only a sign. So yeah, who knows? Yeah, what they end up doing. So they get that. And then what else did I get?
조명, 시계.
That's right, they need a clock. So they got a clock. But they wanted a clock where it could say the humidity levels, because for their voices and singing it's really important that they have good humidity in there. So they want a digital clock that shows humidity. And of course, yeah, it has to be wireless, not corded. And so yeah, so they find a clock that they don't have yet. And then I forgot what were they looking here? Oh yeah, for plants? Yeah, I don't think they got a diffuser. I don't think so. Yeah, so I think they went about looking for plants. Yeah, but then they were only able to find fake plants, but they want a real plant. So I can't remember if they found it, but I think they would search somewhere else for it. Oh yeah, and then here Hamin wants to have this leg pillow because it's really good for circulation for your legs. And so yeah, so he that's his personal purchase, but of course I'm pretty sure the members will use it too. So yeah, if they need it to feel better. And then Yejun said that he wants this because in the summertime, this is a bamboo like long pillow, right? So when you use it in the summertime, it helps you like feel colder. I personally never really tried it, so I can't attest to it, but Yejun says it's really good. And then so he wanted to buy it, but then Hamin convinced him to not buy it. He's like, hey, this is gonna be really difficult to store, let's not buy it. And so Yejun is like, okay, fine. And then Hami made a joke of like, I'll be this pillow for you instead. And it's just really cute. Oh yeah. And so the next thing that they had to get is for their pillow, they want to have disposable pillow sheets, which I think it is worth it for them because I don't think they have a laundry machine in their building. And so hopefully they do eco-friendly ones. You know, I'm personally into eco-friendly stuff, but regardless, they would be saving water, I guess, not doing the laundry. But yeah, definitely they're not gonna sleep there every single day though, right? So regardless, disposable pillow covers definitely would be beneficial for them. Yeah. So they get a lot of disposable pillow covers. And then they got this
탭도 없지 않아요?
what's this thing? What's that thing? What is this? It's so it has different types of ports for charging. So this thing, okay, this multi-port whatever. So yeah, they needed one, and so yeah, so they got that. And then they look around to see if there's anything else that comes up that they need. And oh yeah, but then Hami's like, I really want to buy pajamas. And they're like, okay, go ahead, buy your pajamas. And so they want to buy one for each member, which I thought was very cute. So they got so first they try to find a pajama where it had more than 5 colors so that each member can have a color. And so they found this one, but sadly they don't have all the colors, their official colors, but they got close enough. So the pink was not in men's size, so that's why they couldn't get pink for Bambi, but instead they got him the white one, which was just the other color left. They got him white. And then for Noah, he got the beige. For Uno, he got like charcoal gray color. For Yejun, he got blue. And then for Hamid, he got navy, which is like a pretty much close to black, but the color is called navy though. And yeah, so I thought that was cute. Oh yeah, and these pajamas, they're silk pajamas, so it should be good to wear in the hot summer. So that's also why they decide to get that for just a nice cooling summer pajamas to wear. Yeah, so super cute. And that's all they needed. That apparently would cost about $400. But surely, hopefully they could find better deals later of things that they want. But they just had it here for now of the things that they need to add to their break room. And that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, they posed with the rice cake again, which was cute. Oh, where's the rice cake? Here it is. Yeah, cute.
하나 둘 셋. 대답.
아 나이스.
나이스.
Yeah, and then the ending song, I forgot what song they picked. Oh yeah, no, they picked Jejung. So Jejung from 동방신기 TVXQ. This was at the time when what's Noah doing? I think he was doing his effect, but yeah, they went on Jejung's YouTube channel show that's really popular. I mean, at least in Korea. I don't know overseas, but yeah, I thought it was really cool that they got to meet Jejung of TVXQ. Like I mean, he's not in the group anymore, sadly, so I shouldn't say that. But he used to be in there, and so Jejung show, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Anyways, is Noah gonna? Oh, his effect doesn't show. It's okay.
시간이 10초 넘었어.
벌써 10시가 넘었어.
봅시다.
Okay, yeah, cute. Okay. I don't, how long have I been recording this? 1 second. Okay, less than an hour. Thank goodness. I thought I went over an hour. Okay. Even though I flubbed a lot in how I was speaking because I am so tired, but I'm really glad to have done this live stream review. And future live streams that I think I would review. I don't think I need to review the Japan album showcase because it's very straightforward. They sing, they talk about the song, they talk about the dance, they talk about the music video, but I already gave my opinion about everything, so I don't feel like that's something I need to review. So I think I'll just be going backwards in time of reviewing the live stream shows that I like and anything else about PLAVE that comes to mind. We'll see. So I might, probably I will, but again, I don't want to make promises, but I probably will be back again later. So thanks again. See you next time.